Welcome back to Transformers Rescue Bots Academy Season 2. Today we're taking a look at the episode, One of Our Dragons is Missing. In this episode, Shot and Hoist are performing maintenance on Hero Hall when a series of virtual animals escape and the two must capture them before the others find out. We begin this episode with Heatwave delegating chores to the recruits. But when he asks Hotshot to perform maintenance on the sim room, the other recruits object, saying that they don't think Hotshot is capable of performing such a delicate task. Oh, poor Hotshot. So Heatwave teams him up with Hoist, who rushes to complete the work before Hotshot gets there. We then see Hoist in the sim room with the panels off the walls and the electronics exposed. Here we can spot a screen with a series of Cybertronian text on it. Unfortunately, when translated, it doesn't really seem to mean anything. It's just a list of repeated words that seem to relate to rescue missions like bridge, river, water, support, car, etc. I was kind of hoping there would be some kind of secret message here. But Hotshot catches on to Hoist and insists on helping. When Hotshot is cycling through environments, we see references to previous episodes. We see Planet Parvis from the episode The Big Small Rescue, where they had to rescue that little plant creature. We see the mansion from Wild Ghost Chase, where Whirl and Maddox went ghost busting. And we see the old mining town from the episode All That Glitters, where they guilt-tripped Hoist for kind of cheating at finding Chuck, but I still say that it wasn't cheating if Chuck practically threw the map at him and Hoist just happened to pick it up and look at it. We also see what I think is the farm from the episode Plan B, which is where a little bunny rabbit escapes from. So Hoist grabs this holo tracker device to try and find it, which kind of looks like something the Ghostbusters would use.
And it could be anything?
Or anyone. Remember, the sim can even generate holograms of us bots.
So then Hotshot and Hoist go around touching the other recruits to try and make sure that they're real. But aren't the things in their sims usually pretty solid as well? I don't care if it means that Whirl gets a big hug. Aw, it's so cute. They then get the Heatwave.
Well, I'm not poking him.
It's your turn.
It's Heatwave.
Did either of you see that rabbit? A rabbit just hopped through that wall.
Oh, okay. So apparently this sim rabbit isn't solid and can... Hold on. Is that a drawing of Blur from the original Rescue Bot series? And what's that say above him? My spark is always with you. Farewell, B. Aw, I guess maybe Blur drew this picture of himself and left it at the Academy? That's so sweet. And wait a minute, is that a drawing of the Burns family above him? Aw, I wish this wasn't cut off, because that definitely looks to be a drawing of Cody, Danny, Chief Burns, Cade, and Graham. I would love to see the whole drawing. Oh well. So while Hotshot and Hoist are trying to catch the sim rabbit, they forget that the sim is still on and cows start leaving it and going around the academy. They discovered their mistake, and since they can't turn off the sim while the cows are walking around, they try switching it to another sim that doesn't have any animals. As they do so, we get even more references to other previous episodes. There's a shot of the town of Griffin Rock, which they've used in multiple episodes, but I think this image in particular is from the episode Maddox Gets Schooled. We also see Parvis again, but this time it's from the version featured in the episode My Favorite Rescue that had the crushed alien ship that is obviously based on Cosmos. There's also a shot of the ice wave from the episode of the same name. Man, I wonder if I can put this many cards in this video with links to all these episode reviews. Well, they eventually end up on the castle from the episode The Mystery of Dragon Mountain. And as you may have guessed from the title, while they're out collecting up the cows, the dragon escapes and ends up flying all the way to Milford. Although when Hoist and Hotshot were collecting the cows, did it remind anyone else of that trope of cows being abducted by aliens? I guess it's a good thing that they didn't settle on Parvis like I would have, because while it might not have any animals that could escape, I guess there was the possibility that the Cosmos-looking flying saucer could escape, and then Milford would think that they're being invaded by aliens. So they used the simulator to reprogram the dragon into a balloon, thus alleviating the panic, and they tow it back to the academy. Hey wait, isn't that Frankie? Oh well. This was an okay episode. Some of the gags got a chuckle out of me. I especially liked the little running gag Hotshot had with Wedge of saying that there was a fly on him, and then when he sees the hollow trap later, he says that it's a fly trap. But I am a little disappointed that this episode wasn't more about Hotshot proving to his teammates that he's capable of doing this delicate task that they didn't think he could do. If anything, he's kind of proved them right, because he and Hoist soon get distracted by the rabbit, then the cows, and then by the dragon. This episode also kind of reminded me of that one episode of Star Trek where Professor Moriarty manages to take over the ship and leave the holodeck. You know, I was kind of half expecting the dragon to somehow sort of gain sentience and start talking in an old world accent that would pay double homage to both Moriarty in that TNG episode and to Beast Wars Megatron, who he kind of looks like. But then if the dragon were to truly gain sentience, that would bring up the whole moral quandary of how can they stuff him back into the simulator and turn it off, which would basically be like killing him. And well, it just kind of runs into a whole mess of ethical questions that are too big for this little kid's show. But this was still an okay episode. As always, let me know what you thought of this episode down in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and do all that other fun stuff. And I'll see you next time for another Transformers Rescue Bots Academy episode review. It's just a list of repeated words that seem to relate to rescue missions like bridge, river, water, support, car, etc.
Я готов отвечать.